Sziasztok, hi everyone, I'm Sándor, welcome to another Hungarian lesson. Have you ever heard Hungarians say, Mondjuk? We use it quite a lot, and not necessarily in the way you would think. So let's talk about it. First of all, pronunciation. Whenever a D and the J sound meet, they will always become either a single J sound or a double J. If they are surrounded by vowels, then it's a double J. If there's a consonant or either end, then it's a single J. So the pronunciation is Mondjuk. Mondjuk. By default, Mondjuk comes from the infinitive mondani, meaning to say. This is the definite form in first person plural, so it means we say. And sure, you can use it like that. For example, azt mondjuk szabadság. Azt mondjuk szabadság. We say freedom. Literally, that we say freedom. But yeah, it just means we say freedom. Or, ezt így mondjuk. Ezt így mondjuk. We say it like this. Like I said, this is the definite form, so you can only use it in certain contexts. But, by total coincidence, mondjuk can also be the imperative form in first person plural. In this case, it means let's say or we should say. Hungarian uses the imperative form a lot more than English does, so it can mean other things too when translated. So for example, mondjuk, hogy van két almánk. Mondjuk, hogy van két almánk. Let's say we have two apples. Or, azt kérték, hogy ne mondjuk meg, ki a nyertes. Azt kérték, hogy ne mondjuk meg, ki a nyertes. They asked us not to tell who the winner is. Maybe it's a competition and we're the judges. Let's not tell who the winner is yet. But what I'd like to talk about today has nothing to do with these kind of meanings. So you really have to pay attention when you hear mondjuk. Many times, when we start our sentences with this word, it means something like though or actually. How about that? And it's very commonly used. So let me give you some examples. Nem tudtam aludni az este. Mondjuk, nem is voltam álmos. Nem tudtam aludni az este. Mondjuk, nem is voltam álmos. I couldn't sleep at night. Actually, I wasn't even sleepy. Usually the usage is this. We state something, and then we say some additional information starting with mondjuk so we can clarify things. So, I couldn't sleep at night, but it makes sense because I wasn't sleepy. Nem tudtam kinyitni az ajtót. Mondjuk, nem is próbáltam. Nem tudtam kinyitni az ajtót. Mondjuk, nem is próbáltam. I couldn't open the door. I didn't even try though. Well, good luck opening it then. But see, some additional information after my statement, and suddenly it's very clear why I couldn't open the door. Kicsit sós a leves. Mondjuk, így is jó. Kicsit sós a leves. Mondjuk, így is jó. The soup is a bit salty. But it's good like this too. I just realized sometimes you can translate it as but too. You can also think of this as it's good like this too, though. We can also react to a statement or a suggestion starting with mondjuk. Let's say a friend of mine and I are talking about solving a certain issue. Let's say my opinion is that we can't solve it. But then he says, ha mindent beleadunk, sikerülhet. Ha mindent beleadunk, sikerülhet. If we do our best, it can work. Literally, if we put everything in it, it can succeed. Allow me not to derail the lesson with that. Anyway, he says this, to which I say, mondjuk, ebben igazad van. Mondjuk, ebben igazad van. Actually, you're right about that. Again, not mirror translation, not even close. I could also say, mondjuk, az is igaz. Mondjuk, az is igaz. Actually, that's true too. Or, mondjuk, ez nem rossz ötlet. Mondjuk ez nem rossz ötlet. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Or let's say I go to a store to buy some hard candy, but I can't find any. So the cashier asks, csokoládé esetleg? Csokoládé esetleg? Which roughly means, how about some chocolate? Again, not mirror translation. I think for a sec and say, mondjuk az is jó. Mondjuk az is jó. Well, actually that's good too. And lastly, we can also suggest things starting with mondjuk. Let's say your friend says, úgy ennék valamit. Úgy ennék valamit. I would love to eat something. Mondjuk pizzát. Mondjuk pizzát. How about a pizza? There are other ways to say how about. This is one of them. Also, I put pizza in the accusative form, meaning it's got the object particle in the Hungarian sentence. Or, találkozzunk holnap. Találkozzunk holnap. Let's meet tomorrow. Oké. Mondjuk 3-kor. Oké, mondjuk 3-kor. Okay, how about 3 o'clock? Or you and your wife are planning a vacation. She asks, hová menjünk? Hová menjünk? Where should we go? Nem tudom. Mondjuk Rómába? Nem tudom. Mondjuk Rómába? I don't know. How about Rome? As you can see, mondjuk is a very diverse word, but now I know what to make of it when it's put into context. At least I hope so. Listen to a lot of natural Hungarian, I guarantee you'll hear this. Thank you all for studying with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you feel like supporting the channel even more, my paper information is in the description. See you in the next lesson. Sziasztok! A viszontlátásra!